Hello everybody, it's Adelaja here, back to you to talk to you today about Nigeria as usual. Of course, this is my charge to Nigeria and to Nigerians. Nigeria, the topic of today is Nigeria has been hijacked by a few elites. And you know, the way Nigeria is built is so funny, and this is not the problem of today. Because today, when I talk about these things, a lot of people are thinking, okay, these are just the bad people. These are the ones who have done it. These are the ones who are to blame. But really, no, this is not the problem of today. This problem started from the very foundation of Nigeria. The foundation is faulty. And because when our Nigeria as a nation got independence, we only had a few elites that were educated. Only 1% of Nigeria were educated. 1% of the country, one. So they were the elite. They were the ones who knew what was going on. The rest of the people were just masses, and they were uneducated. They didn't know what was happening. They don't know even what Nigeria means. They don't even know what it means to be a country. So the elites actually created Nigeria for themselves. So Nigeria as a nation is created for a few elites. So the way the country is run, and if you look at it properly today, you will see that Nigeria is not created for the masses. It's not created for all Nigerians. We use that word, Nigerians, all Nigerians, but it's just a way, it's just a political terminology that politicians use to maneuver their ways. That's what it is. But they are not the real operation of the country, the running of the country, the real mechanism and the mechanization of the country, the way it is put together is to serve the interests of just marginalized few. The few elites that have access to that cake, to that national cake. The few ones that are in that room, in the boardroom, they are like board members. And in Nigeria, they actually use a word for it. They call themselves stakeholders. So you will hear politicians say, I'm a stakeholder in this state. I'm a stakeholder in this country. I'm a stakeholder. So why do they call them stakeholders? Those are the ones who share. We are the ones who share. We have interest in this thing. And what about, but in a normal country, what about the 200 million people? They are supposed to be the people who are the stakeholders. All Nigerians are supposed to be stakeholders in the affair of the entity called Nigeria. But the way Nigeria is set up, it has been hijacked. From the very beginning, the country has been hijacked by the most educated, the most enlightened, the so-called elites of our country. Right now, the country called Nigeria has been programmed only to serve that interest of the few elites. That's what you say in politics. That's what you say in the economy. That's why they don't talk about the masses, the standard of living of the masses. They are only talking about their own standard of living, their own income. They are living big, and why the ordinary people are living in penury. This especially so by the political elite. The same people who are supposed to engineer the country and reconstruct the country in such a way that it should serve the interests of the people, that same people, the political elite, they are the ones who have taken advantage of the ignorance of our people, taken advantage of the illiteracy, taken advantage of the fact that the people don't have access to the boardroom, and they have called themselves stakeholders, and they just share everything that belongs to the whole country at large. So the whole, interest of the whole wealth of the country is being distributed to only 10% of the country, maybe less than 10% of the country. Like I've said before, only 10,000 Nigerians control 99% of the wealth of Nigeria, which is like the 10,000 people controlling. So only 1% is meant for 200 million people, only 10,000 controlling. There's maybe not 99, maybe 90% of the wealth of Nigeria is in the hand of 10,000 Nigerians. But those 10,000 even, that is just the ones that have $1 million and above. But there are 500 of them that control 80%. But the rest of the masses, just 2%. That's why they are living on $2 a day. So that is our problem. But yet, these politicians take no notice of these ordinary people's interest. They don't care. They care for their pocket. So it is the foundational issue. So when people talk about reconstruction of Nigeria, restructuring of Nigeria, I said, no, it is not restructuring we need. We don't need to restructure something that we don't even have structure for. We need reconstruction. We need to reconstruct the whole of Nigeria. I believe in reconstruction, not in restructuring. Restructuring, what they're talking about is, east, west, middle belt, and it's all about the elites talking about restructuring. And the reason the elites are talking about restructuring is so that, because if I say the money must remain in my state, then it's closer to me. It's easier for me to control everything in my own state. I don't need to compete with the rest of the 30-something states. If I say it's only all the western, let's go back to the regions, all the western region, then it's only our own people that will control all the west. It's all about the elite trying to, muzzle the wealth to come closer to them so that they will be more in charge, so that they will have more of it. It's not about the masses. They're not talking about the masses. So that's why I don't believe in restructuring Nigeria. I believe in reconstruction of Nigeria. We need to reconstruct the whole country as a whole. So what our political elites are busy doing right now is always scheming and finding ways and schemes on how to make sure the resources of the nation remain in their hands. That's what politics means in Nigeria. Politics is about getting ways and means to make sure that you get the most out of the national cake. And I'm going to prove this to you in practical examples, okay? I'm going to prove it to you through the example of the governors and that are becoming senators and vice versa. Have you noticed that when a governor, his tenure finishes, it's one tenure or two tenures, what does he do? He goes and becomes a senator. He wants to become a senator immediately. Why? Because he wants to keep on enjoying the advantages that the political elitism has given to him. Or when he's no more a senator, he comes to become a governor. Why? It's the same rotating of the commonwealth of the nation. It's so that the money will remain in their hands. Meanwhile, so let's talk about that. So in Nigeria, it costs 290 million naira, approximately, because it changes all the time. But let's say 290 million naira yearly to maintain each member of the parliament, of our National Assembly. So this is both senators and representatives. So it costs, let's say 300 million, almost 300 million naira every year, 300 million, just to take care of one parliamentarian, one National Assembly member. So, and if it costs 300 million to take care of one person, in a country where nothing works, where there is no infrastructure, no electricity, no water, people are living on peanuts. 80% of the population are earning less than $1, living on less than $2, which is about the average level of 300 naira a day. If that is what Nigerians are living on, why should we spend 300 million naira to take care of one senator? A working day, so if the way it is right now, with that kind of money, it takes to, maintain a senator or a parliamentarian, it means that one working day of a senator, right? Let's say a senator in Nigeria what he gets in a day is daily income in Nigeria. A senator, what he receives in a day is more than the yearly salary of a doctor. What the senator receives in a day, you as a doctor have to work for a whole year to receive it. And it won't be less. What kind of a country is that? A country that is built for the elites. This country has been hijacked by the elites. In normal countries, a doctor's salary is even higher than their politician's salary. But in Nigeria, it is the elite that is dividing the whole thing among themselves. But let's say you are even an army general in Nigeria, an army. If you're an army general, you will need, it's more than a year, you will need to work for, we need actually 42 army generals. If you get 42 army generals, all their salary for the 2 army generals will only be equal to what a senator makes in a day. What a senator in Nigeria makes in a day is more than what 42 army generals will make in a day. You need to get 42 generals to make what a senator is making one day. Or let's say if you're an academia, let's say a professor, what a Nigerian senator is making in a day is more than what 48 senators are making. You have to, 48 professors. You need to get 48 professors together. What they make in a day is the only thing that will equal what our senator makes. It will, so the professor will have to work 48 times more in a day to be able to get what our senator is making in a day. One general will have to work 42 times more to get what senator is making in a day. Let's talk about commissioners of police, the head of police. We need 70 of them to just be able to make what a senator makes in a day. So what our senator makes in a day is twice the pay of U.S. president. 9 times the salary of U.S. congressmen. This is the country we have built. And we say we have a country? No, we don't have a country. It's a country for the elites. It's a country for the few privileged. It's a country for the chosen, for the ones who are shining the national, for stakeholders. It's not a country for Nigerians. Right now, we have 21 senators who are serving in the government, right? This was based on the previous Senate that just finished. 21 senators who are serving in the Senate, but they are receiving this kind of outrageous amount that I'm talking about, that is like, more than the doctor's salary, more than the professor's salary, more than the general salary. So these senators are receiving that one, but that is not enough for them. But because they were former governors, they are still receiving salary as ex-governors. Even if you are ex-deputy governor, as a deputy governor, you are still receiving what you used to receive as ex-governor, and plus what these senators are what you are receiving as a senator too. So in Nigeria right now, there are 21 people like that. 21 senators who are still receiving from their states. And senators, as governors or ex-governors. And if you want, I will mention their names right here today. I prepared. This is not for this Senate. Like, it is the new one. We have not done the research on this one. But the last one that just went out. And it's the same thing. It has been the same thing from independence. It has been the same thing since our democracy. This is our last democracy. So let me mention names of the people who receive double salaries like this. They call it pension, though, in their states. Because as former governors, it's pension or senator governors. Let me mention their name. Bukola Saraki of Kwara is one of them. Rabiu Musa Kwansako is one of them. And they want to become president. The two of them want to become president. They want to keep on killing the country. So the one that they receive as governor is not enough. The one they receive as senator is not enough. Let them become president. And these people will still go and contest. Kabiru Gaya of Kano is one of them. Godswill Opabo, and he's already back now, is one of them. And now he's a minister from Akwa Ibom. He's receiving as a pension from Akwa Ibom. He was receiving as a senator because he was not elected. He still wants to win. But he's now going to be received as a minister. Theodore Oji of Abia is one of them. Abdullahi Adamu of Nasarawa. Sam Egu of Ebonyi. Shaba Lafiagi of Kwara. These are just the one for the last senator. Because if you want to go from the history of our democracy and list all the people who receive both in Senate and state, the list will be, soon the whole of Nigeria there will be nothing to distribute. That's why there is nothing to use to build roads. That's why there is nothing to use to do water. That's why there is nothing to use to do electricity. So I mentioned Sam Egu of Ebonyi is one of them. Shahaba Lafiagi of Kwara. Joshua Darie of Plateau. Jonah Jang of Plateau. Aliyu Magatakada Mawako of Sokoto. Ahmed Sani Yarima of Zamfara. Danjuma Goje of Gombe. Buka Abba Ibrahim of Yobe. Adamu Alero of Kebbi. George Akume of Benue. So all these people were there receiving all this outrageous senators' income, And then apart from that, they're still receiving pension or benefits from their states. The former deputy governors of the state that are still in this, that are in the Senate right now, they are receiving as deputy governors, and they are still receiving as senators. The ones that were there are Mrs. Biodun Olujimi of Ekiti and Eyinaya Akot Abaribe of Abia. Danladi Abubakar Sani served as acting governor in Taraba State as well. So these people were receiving, they are still receiving what they receive as, or some commission or some pension from their state, and are still receiving as senators. Many former governors are also in Buhari's cabinet as ministers. So they are former governors, they are receiving as former governors, that then they are still receiving as ministers. People like Ngige is receiving there as minister and is still receiving as governor. Fayemi, Amaeshi, Fashola. These are people I respect personally, but they are sharing the national cake. They are stakeholders. In Akwa Ibom State, the Akwa Ibom State is a different story. There's two states that they are just crazy. The law in Akwa Ibom State states that ex-governors and deputy governors receive pension equivalent to the salaries of the governor, new one they just elected. So if there are 1,000 people who have been governors there, they will be receiving the same thing as the governor that is serving now, as if you have 1,000 governors. The guy will the state not be bankrupt. What money will they now use to build roads and to build water system to build? They don't have money left. Nigeria is being run like a cocktail party, like a chicken, it's the national cake. The package also includes, so this apart from salary, it also includes new official car. Even though you have served on your time, or you are no more in the state, even you are in Abuja living your life, you are receiving the one in Abuja, and still receiving the one, you still get a new official car. You are getting one official car also in the Senate. You are getting official cars in the Senate as a senator. You are getting one in the state as former governor or deputy governor. You are getting utility vehicle, which is what they call official car, every 4 years. One personal aid that the state is providing for has to be serving you, either as governor and as something the Senate is giving you, paying you for that, and the state is paying you for that. You are getting cook that the state is paying for, and the National Assembly is paying you for a cook too, paying you for assistant too, and then the state is doing the same thing. Chauffeurs, and many chauffeurs that you need. The state is paying one, the Senate is paying the same person twice. Security guards are being paid by the Senate and the allowance, and then the state is paying you security guard also for the governor at a sum, and then the governor has to a sum not at least 5 million per month and 2.5 million of his deputy. They have to receive a sum of 5 million per month and 2.5 million as deputy. That is in that state. The same thing in Rivers State. In Rivers State, even though you are already in the Senate, you are receiving everything the Senate can provide, you still, the law in that state, it is a state, it is the state that took the law and accepted, promulgated this law for their own people, for themselves. So the law in the state, in Rivers State, also provides 100% of annual basic salary for ex-governors, for the deputy, one residential house, apart from, it's no more there, one residential house for former governor, anywhere of his choice in Nigeria, he could get a house and the state will pay for it. These are the money they are supposed to use to take care of the children, of the pregnant women, of child mortality, all kind of situation. Then apart from you getting any house you want in Nigeria, you will get another residential house anywhere in Rivers for the deputy. Then 3 cars for the ex-governor, 3 cars. That's apart from the one you are getting from the senator. Every 4 years, you are getting new cars. And 2 cars for the deputy every 4 years. The one about the one you gave before, they don't take it back, just keep on piling them. Nigeria has been hijacked by the few elites. Nigeria has been hijacked, guys. And I want the civil organizations, the NGOs, the pressure groups to hear my voice. Let's raise up a movement. Let the country arise, and we need to totally reconstruct the country. It's not restructuring we need, it's reconstruction. We need to totally revisit all these laws, all these rules. We need to just rearrange so Nigeria must become people-centric instead of elite-centric. Right now, our country is elite-centric instead of people-centric. In Lagos State too, Lagos State brag themselves as being, the most progressive state in Nigeria. Well, I'm not sure of this, but this is what I got from the internet in my research, that in Lagos State, a former governor will get 2 houses. If you're a former governor of Tinubu and his sons or disciples. So you get 1 house in Lagos, you get another one in Abuja. And then you will still get estimated of 500 million in Lagos and that is the house. The house we estimated of the house is 500 million naira if in Lagos. That's what a house like that will cost. Or 700 million in Abuja. So that is the kind of thing just because you were once a governor. But how much does a governor? They say, but it is a pension. And everybody deserves pension. What about the civil servants? Don't they get pension? But civil servants, for them to get pension, they serve is it for 30 years or 40 years? You have to serve before you can deserve a pension. But you are coming to serve for 8 years maximum. And you are taking the whole country. And then you still go to Senate and get double again. How will you say Nigeria will not be the poorest? How will Nigeria not be the poorest nation in the world? How will our people not be the poorest people? Okay, let's go back to Lagos. Apart from getting all those 500 million, 700 million, he's still entitled to get 6 new cars that will be replaced every 3 years because you were a governor before in Lagos. Then a furniture allowance of 300% of the annual salary that you used to receive. And that furniture, which is 300% of your income, will be renewed every 2 years. Then apart from that, you will still get 30 million pension annually for life. Just because you are. So if you have 1,000 people who are governor before, the state is bankrupt, finito. The elite have hijacked our country. We don't have a country. We ordinary Nigerians, we don't have a country. Some people are enjoying Nigeria, living big, and we are just suffering. Your children are suffering. You are thinking, how will you even make ends meet? How will you even find 3 square meals? The reason is the elite, the political elite and other elites that have hijacked the country. So this is the reality for all the 21 ex-governors in that state, deputy governors, who are currently serving as senators. Not just in that state, all those people, 21 of them are sitting, I don't know how many right now after this election, who are still sitting there as governors or something. But it's the same thing. I just give you 3 examples of states. The other states might be worse than this one I got. This same also is true of ex-governors who are now serving as ministers. Because some ex-governors are in the Senate. Those are the ones I spoke about. What about the ex-governors that are now ministers? They are receiving as ministers and they are receiving as ex-governors. As if that is not enough. How on earth can any public servant with conscience collect salaries and allowances? Because apart from salaries, allowances as a senator or as a minister, and still have the audacity to be getting pension and salary as a senator and as serving to the level of the serving governor. So you are receiving, your conscience is not even stopping you. That if I'm receiving already from the state to the same thing I used to receive before, or as a minister, why should I receive the one for minister? Why should I receive the one for senator again? Let me not receive that. If I've received money for assistance, for my assistance from the state, or for my cars, I've gotten cars from the state, why should I be getting the one from senate again? These are the things that happen in Nigeria. They have hijacked our country. We don't have a country again. This money could have translated, what this money could have been used for in Nigeria. There is the list is endless of things that could have been done in Nigeria. You know what I mean? Okay, this money that they are throwing about could have been used to give vaccination to millions of children, which could have saved the lives of many kids. You think they care for people dying? They just talk, they don't really care. Because if they care, they would have changed their attitude. They would have cut their salaries. They would have reduced their bonuses and allowances. They would have sent it to those children so that the children will not die. This money could have been used to build thousands of kilometers of roads. They would have constructed, every road in Nigeria would have been furnished and constructed in every state. But do you think they care? They don't really care. If they care, they would have thought about this, that let's build road for these people. And they are saying there is no money, no money, no money. This money could have become thousands of schools built. You know the kind of schools people have in each one of these states. Even in Lagos State, go and see some schools. In all the Akwa Ibom, all those rivers, go and see some schools. The thing that the politicians are pocketing alone is enough to fix the problem of schools in Nigeria. This money could have become thousands of hospitals in every town in Nigeria. If you see some hospitals in Nigeria, bad news. And they say there is no money, no budget, because the politicians are pocketing everything. The few elites are just using the commonwealth of the country for themselves. This money could have become 100% water supply to all towns and villages in Nigeria. But you think people really care? People don't care about your water supply. It could have resolved the electricity problem in Nigeria, giving us 100% electricity supply in every home. You think they really care? They have it. They have electricity, they have water in their homes, they care less. Even if one of them or two of them are having conscience, you have to convince everybody to reject this. That's why we need reconstruction of the country. Not restructuring, it's reconstruction we need. So because what is happening right now in Nigeria is that once you are elected as a senator or appointed as a minister, they are not forfeiting the pension that is accruing from their states. At any level, either they are, as deputy governor or governors, they are vacated the post, but they are not vacating the salary. So even though they have vacated the office, but they are still getting the salary. So this should also, of course, apply to military generals, because the same thing is happening with the military generals and the civil servants. The top civil servants, they are receiving the military general pension and going to the Senate also and collecting all the benefits from the Senate. And they are still receiving all the benefits from the military. And from the civil servant, the same thing. Which way Nigeria, guys? They have killed our country. We don't have a country anymore. It is high time that our country have a referendum on those outrageous salaries of senators, House of Representative members, and other political office holders. And all these elites that have hijacked our country. It's time to take our country back. Not like a revolution, the way Showore and people are saying, no, but through referendum, through electing of new politicians, through values, we need to find a way, through the actions of pressure groups, NGOs, through unity of ordinary people that have concerned citizens. We need to find a way not to destroy the country, but reconstruct the country. Not restructuring, because restructuring will only benefit the elites again. But we need to reconstruct the whole country from zero. We need to form and take our country back from these elites that are just turning us to animals while they are living like in animal farms. For the love of God, church and nation, peace.